Hello and welcome to Check Out This Guy, where four brains are gonna try and make a guy that we will mutually control as a sort of reverse mecha situation.
Oh boy.
I'm Elvie, and sometimes I'm Quarte, but usually in written form. And I use they, he, she.
Oh, hi. I'm Izzy, and I'm she or he, and that was just like the perfect intro. But I'll have to tell you why here in a minute after everyone else introduces themselves.
I'm already a fan of your idea.
Izzy was like, I have a plan going into this, so I'm Morg. I use they, he pronouns. And I hope that I get to control the arm, right?
That is not the body part I thought you were going for, but
I almost said butt and I almost said dick, so you are correct.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I didn't know if they had either of those things.
They could have both.
I'm Emory, and my pronouns are they, she, he. Call this podcast a fancy crime scene, because there's about to be an exquisite corpse.
Hey!
I guess it would be more of an exquisite corpse if, you know, we weren't collaborating and only just, like, brought a single trait of a guy.
Wait, that would be really funny for the future, though. Like, really fucking stupid.
That would be funny.
Yeah, someone write that down.
I'm adding it to our spreadsheet.
But we are kind of spinning off from talking about an exquisite corpse.
Uh-huh.
Because we are spinning off from Jeremy Rich.
Yeah. What a guy.
Who's not actually a corpse. But, you know.
Well, he's half corpse.
Is that how it works?
He's mostly corpse.
I mean, what is a vampire?
A miserable pile of flesh. No, but so if you can't tell, we're talking about, you know, this shared universe that we were conceptualizing without Emory the first time. We were like, let's do all four of us because it's almost Halloween or whatever.
And Elvire had an idea for who to make, and I had an idea of what it should be.
And I have my spindle wheel cards in case we need personality traits.
Okay.
You know, I'm just here.
Yeah, Emery's here to provide some structure to the chaos that we create.
Oh, that's bullshit.
That's not even true.
Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny that you think I would make structure instead of more chaos.
I mean, maybe the structure we need is more chaos. Have we talked about that?
I was like, have you ever heard them on I almost said check out this guy.
Have I heard him check out this guy? I've got to think about this one.
I meant to say fucking We Rate Queerbait, okay?
I listen to that religiously.
Okay,
Good.
so you know better than most. Okay, so...
Elvire, what was the idea?
Yeah, I had the idea that Jeremy needed a nemesis. This is super important. Everyone should have a nemesis in their life.
Mm-hmm. And I immediately had an idea.
Oh boy, let's go.
So this is a multifaceted thing.
I'm terrified.
And so the idea was for their nemesis to be a VTuber.
Mm-hmm.
I do vaguely remember this.
But that was the part I told y'all. The part I didn't say was specifically what I had in mind for the VTuber, which was for them to be a speech to text to speech VTuber. Puppeted by our four self-inserts.
Interesting.
That's why the intro was perfect for my idea of what it should be.
Yeah, we were already in sync. This is going great. weird. What's the word? Drift compatible.
Yeah, normally it's Emory and me.
I don't know what to do here for a self-insert, because I don't necessarily want to be myself, you know? That was really sad sounding.
Then you make the best version of yourself.
So true.
A self-insert that is just, like, really invested in hating on a single teenager.
Yeah, that
I
sucks.
will be so good at it.
Or do they even, like, care?
Do not underestimate my ability to hate on teenagers.
That's true.
That's mean.
I mean, this also necessitates us, like, deciding things about this world.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking that, maybe we could figure out some stuff about the setting. Maybe along the way to making a character.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, maybe just throw some world building in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's us sharing the brain cell again.
That makes sense to me. And we can always, like, bounce this fucking text to speech to text, whatever.
In other words, yeah, it's like, it's not necessarily the same person always puppeting it.
Yeah.
But it always
Right.
has the same voice.
Gotcha.
Huh.
Okay, yes.
A sort of collective avatar.
Yes.
Of our 4 collective avatars.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Avatarception.
Yeah, we
you wanna
Voltron
date
the
my
shit
avatar?
out of this.
What was that, Morg?
Do you want to date my avatar? She's a star.
Is that a reference to something?
Yeah, it's a song. I think unless someone has an idea for their self-insert, we could, like, start with the setting and kind of branch.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I like going with setting first.
Yeah.
That'll give me some time to cook ideas.
Some structure.
Yeah, I took it for granted, given what we've said about Jeremy Rich, that it is at least tangentially close to modern day real life in
Yeah.
culture wise.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But obviously, if he's a Dampier, it ain't the real world.
We need
Unless-
that urban fantasy going on
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
to make it fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One of my urban fantasies is that rich people have to pay more taxes.
That would be incredible.
Rich people. I literally thought you said witch people at first, and I was like, that's so rude to witches. But no, you're right, rich people.
Yeah, I
okay.
famously hate witches. You got me.
I was like, damn.
No, there's probably something like the tampon tax for witches.
No.
Not in our shared universe. I'm vetoing this one.
They repealed the witch tax.
That's so
Finally.
old fashioned. We don't do that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
So does this setting have witches?
Hell yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Sure,
All
yeah.
right. And okay, is there, do witches in this setting, like, do they hate on, like, the Tumblr witches, or are they one and the same?
Ooh, I would love
Oh.
some witch beef.
Witch beef?
Why not both?
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was like, maybe both. Like, maybe, like, the older witches hate on. Like, maybe it's kind of a gen. I mean, we don't have to do that, like, all the time or anything, because that shit sucks, and it's also just, like, misdirected classism. But,
Yeah.
But sometimes it's fun, Sometimes it's fun to be like, I'm grumpy old witch and I'm young baby witch on TikTok.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's just fun.
It's the witches that know how to program the VCR and the ones that don't.
Oh, that was yeah.
I sure don't. Anyway.
Oh, I showed my age again.
I'm 30.
I am also
I'm 30 and I don't. I just don't.
I'm 31.
How do you turn 30 without ever having to set the VCR?
Because I'm incredible and amazing.
Wow, yeah, that's just so...
I know how to rewind it.
Yeah, I was taping over my brother's recordings so often. It's... Yeah.
I know how to rewind a tape. Is that what people mean by resetting the VCR?
No, they're talking about setting the clock.
Oh, I can do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I've set a VCR before, but it's so distant in my past that I could not tell you how to do it today.
I would not confidently say that I could do it now. That is correct.
I could figure it out because I have to literally, every time I change my clock on my car, I have to pull out the fucking guide. So I'm just fucking, like, this is not an age problem, this is a Morg problem.
Listen, Morg, the clock in my car is like 15 minutes ahead because I don't feel like pulling out the manual.
That's so valid.
But then you're always on time in places. Yeah, it's a stylistic choice.
It's on purpose.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not on time, though.
Nope.
In a perfect world, maybe.
In a perfect world.
Yeah, I gotta convince myself a meetup time is 30 minutes ahead of when it actually is, because otherwise I'm too late. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you set the clock ahead 15 minutes.
Yeah, I'm. This is not looking good for our shared VTuber. This poor soul is never on time for the streams.
God damn it. I mean, why would you be? If you're setting your own schedule, like, fuck it.
Oh.
You know?
You think I am on time for my own schedule? That is so funny.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, with 4 sort of performers behind them, I feel like there's almost no chance in hell that they actually, like, work according to any sort of, predetermined schedule. They just kind of show up, and, maybe people will be there for the stream. Who knows?
Important question about our world. Do time zones exist?
Ooh, what if they didn't? What if we were flat Earth over here?
Oh, God.
What if they didn't? I would love to have, it doesn't even have to be a flat world. Maybe 12 in the afternoon is just midnight for some people.
Yeah.
Complicated.
Yeah. No, just everyone uses universal time.
I just had the really funny idea, but it's not funny at all. It's really stupid, of like, what if there's round earthers? It's a flat Earth, but there's round earthers. There's people who think it's round when it's provably flat.
No, please.
Yeah,
please,
and
no.
the reason. And the flat earthers are like, okay, if the Earth is round, then why the fuck does the sun come up at the same time everywhere, you dumb piece of shit?
Where did that guy go that fell off the edge? Literally.
Please, no. You're just gonna make me want to talk about the really dumb shit with elves in Lord of the Rings.
Oh boy.
No, I know that the whole thing is like, oh, elves are flat. But, like, this is different. This isn't like, oh, they're flat earthers. This is like the normal science is that it's flat and it's on, like Discworld. More like a Discworld than a Lord of the Rings. So, like, on a turtle's back sort of situation.
No. The thing in Lord of the Rings is both are true at the same time.
Yeah, but in this one, it wouldn't be true. It would just be flat. Literally.
I don't like this.
we don't have to do it. It was just... That's why I said it was a stupid idea.
Like, I'm okay if everyone else wants this.
No.
I'm just saying that I do not like this.
That's totally fine.
It's fine. We'll shelve it on the bottom of the world.
Yeah, we don't even have to think about it, because, like, this is... I mean, time can be relevant, because maybe, like, some people only come out at night sort of situation, but, like, if we want to do, like, regular vampires and stuff, but... It really doesn't have to be that big of a thing. It was just a stupid, like, whim. I just wanted to...
But I want no time zones.
That's fine.
Because I think they're cursed.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Maybe there's, like, a magical system of, like, mirrors around the Earth that makes it all night or day all the time. Like, it syncs up night and day for everyone.
I was thinking... Yeah, it could be like that, but I was also thinking, like, maybe there's just, like, some people where it's, like, midnight when it's actually noon. That's just, like, a very, like, nocturnal heavy population.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Well, listen, there are vampires in this setting, so...
In my head, I still had, like, the flat Earth. And if I stretch out the flat Earth in my head, I have a piece that is always night. I have a piece that goes through day and night, and I have a piece that is always day. In my stretched out worlds, I literally just flatten out this globe.
I guess I'm also, like, not that... I don't... Unless we're, like, having world travelers, which, like, I don't really want to do that immediately. I feel like we don't have to, like, fucking iron out the time zone situation. I feel like we should just, like, hey, characters are on this fun little place that we put them on. Like, we put them on a funny island. Like, that's... And then we can go from there. We can make it more specific than that, but, like, we don't have to go into... that.
Let's start with one city and move out from there.
For all we know, we're all living in a simulation.
Yeah.
Right, like...
It's just... My problem with flat earthers is flat earthers are a real thing.
No, I know. That's... Yeah, no, that's fair. I that's why, like, when you stepped back and you're like, I don't know if I like this, I'm like, yeah, it probably is in bad taste, but... That doesn't mean I'm not going to not do stuff in bad taste, but I can at least be the bad.
Oh, I mean, the entire idea I had was in bad taste.
We can be self-aware about our bad taste.
We're all we're like 20 minutes into the recording, and I feel like we have yet to make our number of non-joke suggestions is quickly being outnumbered.
Oh no. Yeah. Let's
So hold up. So I think another thing that we need to decide. Okay, we got vampires, we got witches, we've got regular people, humans. Just like, are all the different types of peoples here?
Like all the different monsters, like fairies, werewolves,
all the fantasy.
Yeah, do we got all the monsters? Do we got furries? Do we got everything?
Yes.
Or what do we have or not have?
Except for the racist ones.
My first instinct is always to say everyone is here. I love ridiculous maximalism. I love having all the different monsters in my setting.
Okay, so my self-insert is just gonna be my persona then.
Great build up. Amazing.
Fair enough.
You've already done half the work. Yeah, I do want all the fantasy races in it, but we should acknowledge that some of them have very racist roots.
Yeah.
And try not to play into that.
Yeah, that's kind of what I try to do with, like, my tabletop games and stuff, too, so, you know. It's one of those things where it's like, mistakes will happen, but yeah, for the most part, I'd like to avoid
but they will not be intentional.
This is why halflings being mustelids was a very good move.
But, so, I guess, modernish day, another world, do we want to, like, kind of make it a little bit, like, vague the time period? Like, vaguely, like, make it so, like, we can have, like, future tech if we want to, but we don't.
Mm-hmm.
But it also, we don't have to, like, think about the ramifications of that necessarily.
Yeah, maybe it's like kind of a Digimon Ghost Game near future type situation where, you know, technology looks pretty much the same, but also there's some like little cyberpunk touches here and there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, because you know, maybe you want to make a funny little cyborg character at some point. I don't know. But, because that's kind of a monster, kind of, you know, like, stretching the definition of monster.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to, like... I kind of was joking about being like, we're putting them all on an island and they're living there. Well, we could also start from there and be like, okay, cool. There's literally an island on a turtle's back. No, I don't know. I keep thinking about turtles. I'm sorry. It's turtles all the way down.
Yeah, we all love Terry Pratchett.
Well, I mean, with that one, that's more like...
But we could start from, like, a closed-off space and then build it up from there.
Yeah.
Whether or not Jeremy has, like, world-class fame is still up in the air, but at least he believes in it.
Right, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
How heavily do we want streaming just to like play into the lore of this world? Is it like, yeah, that's a thing some people do for a job, or is it like streaming is like...
Is it like the anime sickos?
Yeah, it's like streaming the thing you go to an anime high school to learn how to do.
It is. Is this why it's cyberpunk?
Maybe, I don't know.
I think, streaming is like the most high-end job you could have.
No!
Okay, yeah. Great.
This is so gross.
That sucks.
Sounds right.
Podcasting is the second most high-end job you could have. I'm sorry to inform you all.
No, I think it's got to be right. Like podcasting is for degenerates only.
Oh, but here's the thing: if it's got some cyberpunk elements, that means there is a revolution coming, or it's already here.
Yeah, and it's gonna be fought with mechas.
We're gonna have literal mechas too. Oh no.
I was planning mechas from the beginning, not gonna lie, guys.
Okay.
Okay. Hell yeah, dude.
Oh, maybe that's why like streaming and gaming got so big, because we've got kind of like an Ender's Game or Last Starfighter situation where the government has secretly been using it for those purposes.
So you're saying the inevitable conclusion of this setting is a future in which drone pilots are streaming to Twitch?
Unfortunately, that is what that would mean. Probably.
Well, they're recruiting Twitch streamers to be the elite pilots of the mecha. That is in the future. That's not now.
I think I hate this. I think I want to step...
Yeah, I don't want to actually create a war.
I think I want to backtrack a little.
The most these mechas can do...
I'm just telling you how I'm going to extrapolate things.
No, I don't want war.
I think that would be like a future problem if we did actually do.
I also don't want that. No, I don't want it to be a future problem. The most these mechas can do is a dance-off.
Oh,
okay.
Hell yes.
Okay. All right.
I like... This is already better.
Okay, yeah, no. The mecha... This isn't Gundam. We're not using the mecha for war, only for, like, petty Twitter beefs.
Yeah. For those of us who have seen Witch of Mercury, we all know Ariel can dance. And that's the most important part.
Ariel can dance, and she will never go to war.
No, she would never commit a war. And neither will our mechas in our war-free world. The only conflict I want, it can be small scale and funny.
Okay, yeah.
Small scale and funny. Because I was gonna say there's gonna be like some fighting. That's just gonna be like if we're gonna have like goofy fantasy shit, like that's just kind of part of it. Like it doesn't have to be part of it, I should say. Like backing up, like, but I'm also like, well, you know, that's where my mind's gonna go.
Yeah, I need to put my guys through some tragedy a little bit.
Yeah,
gotta wring them out.
Sometimes you can gotta like poke your guys a little bit.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta see how much they can cry.
Sometimes you gotta give them depression.
Yeah, maybe
that's just how it is.
You gotta, it's sad. This is why the world is fucked up, because when we would be gods, we would make a fucked up world. Yeah. Ooh, don't overthink that one.
Certainly not as fucked up as this one that we're living in, but it would definitely still be full of angst and depression more than, you know, genuine suffering.
We wouldn't be making more funny stuff. My life is lacking in funny stuff. So if there is a god, I've got a really bad review just waiting to be written.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Also, like, there's something to be said of like being God in real life versus creating fiction where you put all your fucking troubles into it. Like, you're allowed to make some like dumb bad shit in like fantasy if it's like controlled.
Yeah, fiction should not be upheld to real life standards. That makes sense.
Yeah, at least for, like, this, you know, there's a lot more complicated shit with that, but, like, I'm gonna kill a guy, but I'm not gonna kill a guy in real life. I'm gonna kill a guy in my fantasy setting.
You're gonna kill a guy in dance battle.
They might literally die in dance battle, like, you don't know. Yeah. Maybe it ends with, like, two people, like, struggling in their robot thing after doing a beautiful dance, and they, like, choke each other out because it's gay. Because that's what happens, is that you love each other so much you accidentally kill them. It's normal.
Look, I think the real lesson of mecha anime is that piloting mecha turns you gay.
So true.
So true. Or you have to be gay in order to pilot the mecha.
Yeah. You just...
Chicken and the egg, really.
I'm just imagining someone getting in a mecha and it just won't start up, and they're like, what's wrong with it? And someone looks at them and is like, not gay enough.
No. Gatekeeping because of the mecha gatekeeping.
Look, the gays are the real new types.
So true.
They're in the soup.
You know, so true.
We're in the soup.
That's why we share brain cells.
All right, so this setting so far, everyone is a streamer. Streaming is the most high stakes thing you can do in the world. There are mechs that you can use for your streaming antics, and there's soup. In order to stream, you have to get in the mech, and it puts your brain in soup.
It puts your brain in huge danger because...
Or does your brain only go in the gay soup when you're like on a high level of streaming, when you're having like the most intense and dramatic streaming moments?
Yeah.
I need to pause a second. Jeremy Rich, I assumed, given who we are and all, I assumed Jeremy Rich was straight.
No, we made him pansexual.
Oh, right, yeah, he's pansexual.
We made him canonically pansexual.
He was gay and homophobic.
Oh, we did? Oh, yeah, but he's closeted.
No, he's just a homophobic pansexual.
Okay.
Yeah, he was horrible to everyone. Worst guy you could ever date.
Thank you so much for the memory refresher.
Yeah. I was gonna say, there's some terrible fucking gays out there. I gotta say, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
I'm sorry to people who view the gays as one huge community. There's some real shitheads here.
And Jeremy Rich is one of them.
And Jeremy Rich is fucking one of them.
Every asexual is nice, though. That is true.
Unfortunately, I gotta say, I was in an asexual forum and I had to leave because, they were awful.
Ah, goddamn.
Yeah, sometimes
Shit.
I want to go back and just mention in one of the forums, oh, by the way, I'm a monster fucker now, just to see how they would react to that.
Incredible.
On the plus side, though, we are making a world, so maybe it's true in this world.
You know what?
Yeah, you know?
Any
You're so
asexual
right.
in our world is without fault.
Yeah, all the gays are like out there having their drama and doing war crimes. Asexuals are just nice.
Asexuals are just nice.
I'm just gonna say bisexuals are not nice. They're not gonna be nice. They're gonna be detailed individuals.
Yeah,
I want to make.
well, they have all the bullshit they've dealt with. They cannot be blamed.
So true.
Mm-hmm.
They're just doing crimes because they needed to. Do you hate it when? You just hate it when girls win. You just hate it when bisexuals win.
Mm-hmm.
It's so stupid.
God forbid bisexuals do anything.
Thank you. That's kind of what I was looking for. That was I was like having a hard time with like
I've got you back.
God, thank you.
Because I am an asexual without fault.
So true.
So true. All right, so now that we've laid a little bit of groundwork, I do want to start thinking of, now that we've laid a little bit of groundwork and we're 30 minutes into the recording, I kind of want to start thinking about my character, or my quarter of the character. So unlike Izzy, I don't think I want to like put my persona or like a particularly direct representation of myself in here. Cause me as a person would never be a streamer. I say, doing weekly art streams, whatever.
Doing podcasts, which are
and podcasting as we speak.
And podcasting, and occasionally like stream some video games in the server.
Well, that's the thing. If you're VTubing, you're not a streamer.
so true.
Yeah.
It's a different thing. You have
Boy.
that level of separation.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I will have a mouse character, though. Just my persona is a mouse. Maybe it'll have like that connection with myself.
Gotta stay on brand.
Gotta stay on brand.
I will never stay on. No, I'm just kidding. I'm probably gonna give this character horns. Let's be real. I can't believe I got called out by Joe like that. It's like, damn, owned.
I'm torn between whenever I get the opportunity to make a fantasy character, I make a dwarf, and I've really been looking at art of orcs lately. Maybe I want a big buff character, because in my heart, I know I was meant to be big and buff. I just don't want to put the effort in.
You could also be, so that one picture you showed, like, was it half orc? They could be half orc, half dwarf.
It could be half orc, half dwarf. That is true.
A dork.
I'm going to be a dork.
A dork. God damn it.
Yes, I'm going to be a dork. Yeah, exactly.
Great.
Orf is not much better either.
Orf is
like,
not much. Yeah, we just invented what could be described as the best fantasy race ever. I guess it looks exactly like an orc, but it's smaller.
Yeah, dude. Absolutely.
Maybe even a little bit broader.
Ooh.
You're not the only person that's gonna have an appreciation for small buff orcs.
Because it's simply a great thing to look at. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Are you specifically talking about yourself or someone in the Discord?
No. I'm talking about one of my favorite characters is Jolene Geyser, who that's kind of what they are.
Kind of, yeah.
Well, they're a halfling orc, not a dwarf orc.
Yeah. That's why I said small buff orcs.
True. My character is named Peony.
Ooh.
They're a mouse, non-binary, of course. Asexual, of course. Just running down my list of default settings.
Sure. Yeah.
Let's see. I think maybe they are the character who is not, like, operating the avatar as much. Maybe they typically leave it to the other three, but they're kind of, like, in charge of, like, the more production and technical end of things. Like, they're the one who, like, set up the voice to text to speech thing. And, maybe they, like, designed the VTuber avatar as well.
Yeah, it's just like in real life where you do all the organization and we haven't ever spoken ever. You've been text-to-speeching everything for us.
I'm gonna say maybe this Isidora Cristobal is one of the puppeteers, but also probably the person who handles a lot of the business aspects. And is trying to and tries to get the others to stay on task.
Yeah, you're the one who built who bought the mech.
That rocks.
That we all collectively pilot.
I don't know what my character is yet, but since we're making idealized versions of myself, they are a musician, because I want to be a fucking musician.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, I mean, so many VTubers are singers, too.
Yeah, singer, but, like, also producer. So, I don't know, maybe maybe they made the theme music. That's their contribution.
Yeah, maybe you also do like live performances, stuff like that.
Yeah, and they definitely game. Like, they're definitely gonna do game streams.
I assume all of them are doing a little bit of gaming on the side.
We all do a little bit of gaming.
Yeah, I think, like, on the rare instances when Peony is in control of the streams, everyone is like, "Wow, they're really off their game today. They're really fucking sucking at this FPS."
Damn, they're playing an FPS today? That's unusual.
I don't want to be rude, but which one of us is a good gamer, though? Which one of us is getting high scores? Because it's not me.
Yeah.
Not even an idealized version of me is good at gaming.
Yeah, who is the ultimate gamer?
I guess it would have to be my character, because I kind of do. Unless, like, he's like, yes, Isidora's a fucking gamer, then yes, please take it.
The ultimate gamer.
Oh, no, I am gonna say, like, and no longer am I good at video games because I spent years barely touching them.
But you have the potential.
But there was a time where I actually was good at games. I played Tribes and was, like, a very well-performing player in a actual league.
Ooh.
Like back in the days where it's like, oh, like, yeah, they like streamed, like, league matches and shit.
Back in the VCR days.
And it was like, yeah, like back before, like, streaming and Twitch and YouTube and stuff, where it was very unusual. Tribes was about the only thing that existed for.
But you are gonna be the gamer, and I think this might be why Jeremy hates us, because it's like 1/4 of us is really good. So 1 in 4 matches that Jeremy plays against us, he loses, and he can't figure out what is going on because no one knows it's 4 different people.
Maybe, okay, here's the thing. Maybe it's worked out so that Isidora has never actually played against Jeremy. So, Jeremy sees, like, our avatar, like, doing super good on stream, like, racking up all these W's, and then they just, like, can't fucking figure out why our streamer, avatar has, like, never, like, brought their A game. Why they've never fought him seriously.
Yeah, you feel disrespected because we're not even trying.
He's like, what the hell? But I like the idea because, like, I think, like, what my character is just, like, not, like, not really an Overwatch person, not really, like, I think they just do, like, I watch a lot of roguelikes, so I feel like I would have to make myself a roguelike gamer.
I'll take the turn-based combat.
Gosh.
Yeah, I'm gonna say my character is only good at first-person shooters.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
You like playing other games, but you're like, this is what I'm actually good at.
Yeah.
My character only plays visual novels.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
That's my favorite part of any stream ever.
And whenever they try to, play a different game, they'll just do bad at it.
I like the, are any of us fighting game players?
Yeah, we have.
No, I play...
No.
Oh.
I play Smash Brothers, but I'm bad at it, and anytime I go online, I get destroyed. I just like Mewtwo.
Well, in real life, I'm bad at it.
I've never played a fighting game online.
In real life, I'm bad at it, but in this fantasy world, maybe I'm good at it.
Maybe you are.
Maybe I actually have hand-eye coordination.
Ooh.
Imagine.
Imagine that.
Imagine not playing fucking games where I have to, like, die a billion times in order to get good. Or, like, have turn-based time to think. God. I haven't even, like, thought of what my fucking character is. I drew a stupid, like, squiggly cat, but I think that's my Persona character. I think I just drew my from the Persona episode.
I'm hitting a random on behindthename.com.
Nice.
To come up with a name.
Perfect.
It's not going very well for me.
Aww.
Because I feel like I haven't established my dorks personality enough to know what name would be good. Because, like, obviously, yeah, they're non-binary, asexual, same baseline, the works. I feel like this one should wear glasses, though.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, should have some good glasses. And he's a little big. He's a small, big boy,
Yeah, we are about 3/4 of an hour into this. And I don't think we've given any thought at all to what the VTuber avatar is.
We're working on that. We're figuring out the component parts first.
Yeah.
I assumed it was the mecha that we all also could like.
Oh, I thought it was different than the mecha.
It could be different than it.
Yeah, the mecha is the rig.
No, we have the VTuber avatar, and then the VTuber avatar like pilots the mech on stream.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
The VTuber could still look like a mech, but it's still different than the mech, you know?
Oh, I mean, and some of these VTubers, like, they just completely change forms sometimes. Like,
yeah.
Like there's one that used to be a dragon, and then they became a android.
Nice.
Yeah, we have all these like very cool creatures as our characters. What if the VTuber avatar was just like a normal ass anime girl?
I was also thinking that, Emory.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was also thinking, gotta be anime.
Just generic anime girl.
Yeah, like maybe not like generic, but like, well, yeah, probably generic, because I feel like even like a very like elaborately designed anime character can still be kind of generic with it.
Okay,
Yeah.
do you have a name in mind, anyone?
I just figured out a name for my character, though.
Yeah,
Oh,
what is
okay.
it?
Since I think orcs should have green skin, I was thinking of just calling them Emerald.
Okay.
Oh,
Because Emerald is my favorite Pokemon game.
Nice.
Good shit.
Hell yeah. Emerald's a great name for an orc.
Mm-hmm.
I think so, too. Can we smash the names together to make an unholy name for our shared avatar?
Well, I haven't thought of a name yet. Like, I'm like, very, I feel, I'm behind.
I've been
no.
hitting behindthename.com and then I looked up green synonyms. It's been a travel.
No, I'm kind of randomizing. I'm just kind of vibing.
I wanted a flower name, so I looked up flower names.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay. So there was this like period of time where I don't think it suits me. I think it's kind of like whatever, but I was like, what if I tried the name Ibex, which just means like goat.
Hell yeah. Ooh, that's good.
So like, what if my character's name is Goat? but I mean, their name is Ibex, but but I don't know like if they would be. I mean, that would go along with the whole fucking horn thing, I guess. But like, would I make them actually that? I don't know for sure.
Mm-hmm. But they are the greatest of all time.
So true. They get people to chant goat on stream. Oh man. Because I don't really want to necessarily like make my persona who is like like they're a crow but they're goat adjacent on the bottom half, you know?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
So I think maybe their name is just Ibex, but like they're, I don't know, a silly little guy.
Mm-hmm.
I had the idea. I don't know. I still have to think about like what I want this character to look like, but at least I have a name, I guess. Ibex. If you wanted to try to smash names together.
Yeah. Yeah, I do want my little mouse to look different from my persona, so maybe they have like maybe they do have more of a gamer aesthetic, you know, despite like not actually gaming very much.
Fake gamer mouse.
Yeah, maybe they have like a fashion sense more similar to Vile the Sexy Bat.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Vile the Sexy Bat, a character that I have not talked about, which I am dying to do eventually on this podcast.
We were like considering doing speeding bullets for this episode too, but
yeah,
then I showed up, sorry.
No. That's not why at all.
And maybe they have like some kind of multicolored fur, because my regular persona just has gray fur. Maybe I'll go in like a different direction than that. Maybe it's like kind of
dyeing streaks in their hair.
Ooh, yeah, like I think like pinkish fur with like I do like dyed streaks in the hair.
Yeah.
Maybe of like red and purple.
Embrace the rainbow.
Ooh.
So true.
Maybe like red, yellow, purple streaks in the hair. Something like that.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm looking at a guy with like multiple arms and kind of like an unfathomable body.
Yeah. I didn't know what I was drawing. I was just trying to like, it's kind of like how I made Treble just because I was like drawing and trying to think at the same time.
Does look a bit anguished.
Maybe they do have like kind of a misty form, you know, with like the head and the forearms coming out. Are they a robot?
I think they might be a robot. Their mouth looks kind of robotic. That's kind of what I was thinking too.
four-armed robot with like a fucking mist body.
Yeah.
You never know where that arm's gonna come from.
Yeah, we may cut this out, I don't know, because this is an audio medium, but I am tossing something into the chat that someone drew on another Discord. And I'm showing you this because you see the background of the image?
Yeah.
The background is part of the character also.
Interesting.
It's a unfathomable thing.
Hell yeah.
I kind of wanted to make an unfathomable gamer because I thought that was kind of silly, but I also didn't want it to be...
No, I love it.
I also didn't want it to be too similar to like my the character I made on the Persona episode, so I think I might like change the ears a little bit because they look like cat ears at the moment.
Yeah.
Since I haven't done a good, like, I've just posted a picture for this audio medium. Yeah, everyone's seeing like this weird little like robot cat thing that's in chat. I might post like what I was doing before, and maybe like it took like 2 minutes, so it looks kind of goofy.
Yeah, it doesn't have horns yet.
It doesn't have horns yet.
Does it need ears if it's a robot?
True.
You could just...
True. Maybe it doesn't have ears.
Add something on the head to have like definition on the head, but I don't think it necessarily needs to be ears if you feel like it looks too much like your persona.
Yeah. My secondary persona.
I'm desperately looking through my phone to try and find, because I just had an idea. But I want to like find this photo before I lay it out.
We were talking about maybe there's a cyborg here. Maybe the VTuber avatar is a cyborg character.
Ooh, yeah, that would make sense.
I kind of think like the more generic they are, the funnier it is, though.
Yeah, that is true.
But it could be like the most generic anime character you've ever seen, but they've got like one like the tiniest little thing around their eye or something that's like, yeah, that's clearly cyborg. Can't you see from this one angle that there's metallic around the eye?
They're cyborg, like in the same way that like the anime, like, what is it? Automata characters are like anime girls and boys, but they're like robots also.
I was thinking androids from Dragon Ball.
Oh yeah, that too.
Oh,
okay.
I was gonna say maybe the character just has diabetes and they have an insulin pump. That's technically a cyborg.
I mean, I guess if you're like, I feel like a lot of people who like have diabetes would make a character with it, but I feel like it would be interesting to just be like, yeah, I'm just gonna put this random trait. Like, I guess so.
Yeah. And maybe the streaming community is kind of torn between it's a cyborg and no, it's clearly just an insulin pump. And we never address it.
They can't fucking tell. That's incredible.
And then we get the best of both worlds, where they're a cyborg, but also the most generic character you've ever seen. Think of an anime character, that's our avatar.
Just any anime character.
Just
perfect.
Any anime character. We could swap in another brown-haired character and you would never be able to tell.
Oh. I almost want to say that they're just a normal Chan.
I was going to say,
their name?
We could Google most common Japanese name and give them the most used Japanese name.
God, I don't know. I don't necessarily.
But normal Chan is.
I don't know. How do our four collective characters, are they really going to appropriate Japanese names like that?
Yeah.
I don't necessarily want them to.
No, also just think about how often the four of us say the word normal in a very certain context.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Like that. I'm just spitballing over here, though.
Ordinary Chan or Orda. Maybe not Chan, but like maybe it is Ordinary Chan. Like maybe we just go kind of like for it so that they like fit with the aesthetic a little bit, but like they're still like name is just like
Regina Regular.
I have a funny one. They started writing, so when they set the URL, you know, like if you're on Twitch, it's like Twitch TV / whatever your stream's name is. They hit a character limit, and it was supposed to be Ordinary Channel.
Oh no!
But it got cut off to Ordinary Chan, but it's just supposed to be Channel.
Yeah. That's good.
Alright, I can't fucking find the picture I was looking for, but one time a long time ago, I saved, like, just like an image for, from an advertisement for a gamer mouse I saw, because I just saw this, like, gaming mouse, and I was like, I should turn that into a persona, and then I never did. So I'm thinking my character, I'm thinking Peony actually has some, like, cyborg elements. Ooh. They have, like, fucking, like, little RGB panels.
Yeah!
Nice.
They look like a keyboard.
I wish I could find that.
I remember you showing it to me.
Yeah, I'm sure I did. I just totally forget when.
Oh, probably... well, I have no concept of time anymore. It could have been 6 months ago. It could have been 2 years ago.
Yeah, I have no idea.
It's gone.
RIP.
This is why everything just goes in my unsorted download folder.
Oh, yeah, I've got that as well.
Because whatever it is, it's in there.
God damn it.
So I at least know where it's at.
Everyone listening to this podcast is going to, like, hunt you down. Like, I get it, and I do that kind of shit too, but that sounds like awful things to deal with.
Oh, here's the funnest part. I ported over my downloads folder when I switched computers. When I got an upgrade and switched to a new computer.
Yeah.
In my unsorted downloads folder, there are files that were downloaded from a time before I even had this computer.
Excellent.
Incredible. That's so fucked up.
Yeah, I have images that I downloaded back in 2008.
Incredible.
Goddamn.
Are you still looking for the gamer mouse?
Yeah, I am. I don't think it's... I thought it was on this phone. It might not be.
This is riveting podcast quantity. I might have to cut all of this out.
No, but I was just thinking, like,
no.
We can always... Did you say don't? Don't cut this.
I'm like... Oh, I was going to be like, no, this is content. And I was like, is it though? It might be bad.
I'll see how much noise, how much
dead
empty air there is.
Oh, just like edit in an intermission.
No,
like
I'll just edit
ditty.
in all our little talks super close together so that it sounds like this took like a minute.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's gonna be high quality to listen to. I won't do that. Coming at you live from the recording booth to say I did do that. Unfortunately, it took me 2 minutes, not 1. I failed you all as an editor, and I hope you can forgive me. Anyway, back to the episode.
Oh, I mean, Emory wanted a more chaotic podcast. We're delivering.
So true.
It has gotten quite chaotic. Oh boy. So we got regular Chan. Are we? How do we feel? Any further thoughts about regular Chan?
Maybe not at the moment.
Well, we've had different names now.
True.
We've had normal, ordinary, and regular.
We might have to pick one.
Maybe those are different forms.
Oh, hell yeah. We gotta have another synonym. We need 4.
Oh. Regular. Oh. I thought you were talking about a mouse. The animal.
No, a gamer mouse.
I thought you were talking about a real animal as well.
Yeah.
This is a computer mouse.
Yeah, a gamer mouse with RGB on it.
It's a yeah, I'm sorry if I didn't make that clear.
It is a very cool computer mouse, though.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I do like the color scheme.
It's very floral.
Mm-hmm. Oh, for sure.
Yeah, like maybe the tummy area. Could it look like that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm still thinking about synonyms for normal.
Regular, normal, ordinary, simple.
Basic.
No. Basic, yeah, maybe basic. Basic bitch. Got him. Sorry.
Maybe all caps, like the programming language.
Basic?
I have not heard of this language. All caps a programming language?
All caps the word basic.
The word
BASIC.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Though if we give them different names,
I can also just start reading off of the thesaurus.
then people are gonna know it's 4 different people controlling one avatar.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You're making a really cool character.
Thanks.
Uh-huh. There's some horns.
Yeah.
There's some limbs going places.
There's some angry eyebrows.
One of the horns was ripped off and it has like sparking like electricity.
Ooh, oh, that's good. Never get that fixed.
Angry eyebrows. I am currently seeing what looks like 2 left arms and 1 right leg.
Yeah, because they're coming out of weird parts of the mist. They're like coming out of the wrong place.
Okay.
We've all played Yu-Gi-Oh! We know that the left arm of Exodia is the sexiest part.
So true.
Uh-huh.
I'm just imagining this coming out of like a sea of static now.
Oh, maybe that is what the mist is. It's more like can't really tell. It just reads as static. I'm making the hardest to draw fucking character. Thank God.
I love the angry eyebrows though.
Yeah, those are good.
Yeah. One of the best eyebrow varieties, in my opinion.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not angry eyebrows. It's angy eyebrows.
Because I was like trying to fix something on the old drawing, but I don't know how I feel about the party hat I gave them. Is kind of what it looks like.
It does look like a party hat.
I'm gonna post these pictures with the fucking. Everyone can see my 2-minute drawings that look like a child drew them. I promise I'm a little bit better at drawing than this. A little bit. Tiny bit. My ass.
Yeah, I see the little piece of paper in the background.
Actually, I meant for you to kick my ass is what it says. But you're right. I was playing Eidolon. It's normal.
How embarrassing is it to say my ass to someone?
I thought you were saying this character looks like they got stabbed in the ass.
Oh no!
I think we have a good basis of, like, things to jump off of, I guess, now.
Uh-huh.
I think we made a really good...
Maybe the character's name is Miasma, but it's spelled like my asthma.
No! See, that is the kind of name streamers are actually using, though. So I love that. I actually really adore that.
So, I think they're like, legal name is Ibex, but like they go by Miasma if they're doing their own streams. Because I think they do Pokemon streams separately from like.
Oh hell yes!
Because I'm like, I don't want Ordinary Chan to do Pokemon streams. That's my shit. That's me. That's all me, baby. I'm the PokeTuber. It's me. I've become my final form.
Man, we're already breaking apart. If these four ever get into a fight, that's gonna be the worst breakup in history.
Oh no!
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, we just need a Yoko.
Oh no.
That's Jeremy for us.
No!
Jeremy wishes he was the Yoko.
He's trying so hard.
We will be together forever.
No.
Sharing a brain cell and a mecha.
Yes. That's why we're very good at it.
Never a podcast, though. Podcasting is so low class.
Podcasting is forbidden in the cloud recesses, is the thing.
Sure is forbidden, huh? God. One of the first podcasts that got me obsessed with podcasts.
Yeah.
Maybe our avatar is named Classica. Kind of, Classic is kind of like, I don't know, that's like kind of adjacent to like ordinary or generic in the sense that it's like, yeah, this is kind of the thing that everyone thinks of, classic gamer.
Okay.
I like classic gamer.
Classic with a Q at the end.
And, maybe they had the gimmick early on that they only played like classic games, but that quickly fell apart once they realized that modern games get more views.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still like the idea of the channel name is Ordinary Channel, which got shortened due to character limit. And so people will call the character Ordinary Chan, like, and they just can't escape it.
Yeah, the name's been changed, but people keep using it.
Yeah, sounds good.
I don't know what the hell we've done, but we sure have done it.
We sure did something.
Yeah, we sure have.
We had a great time. We made an amazing character. We did some... I don't know if we did some world building, because we mostly threw joke ideas around. We did some reverse world building, so we know what our world isn't. Which is also important.
That's a step in the right direction.
We know that straights aren't allowed to do war crimes in their Gundams.
And the gays can only do it if they have a special pass.
And if they're dancing, also.
Yeah, you gotta dance through it.
The killing isn't usually an accident.
Very
the
tragic.
mecha killing is usually an accident.
It's like, oh shit, it's not supposed to do that. This war machine isn't supposed to be able to kill. What the hell happened?
Do we have any... We're running long. Do we have any thoughts on the mech that we pilot?
God.
I'm not a mecha person, so I don't necessarily have any ideas.
Maybe this can be for a future episode.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
We are running pretty long. I don't know how late Elvira can stay up.
Oh, well, because it's the time changed for me, so we're actually still earlier than our usual time for me.
Okay. I don't know how much podcast we want to give Elvira to edit with all four of us here.
True.
Yeah,
True.
especially because probably have to cut out some of my pen noises. Oops, I'm sorry. Maybe that'll just stay in. It'll be ASMR.
No, I don't have to cut that out because
it'll just be...
Reaper's gonna do that for me.
You're welcome, everyone.
Love Reaper for doing that.
Yeah, Reaper also.
Editor's note: Reaper did not, in fact, do that. I hope you all liked the ASMR that we gave you.
Yeah, but if nobody else has, like, really big thoughts, we could bring it to a close and then figure out the mecha some other time. Maybe get a guest who knows a lot about mecha to help us figure it out.
That might be fun. Yeah, if our listeners know about mecha, I might have some ideas. Maybe we can have multiple mechas and decide on one or something. Or
you do have me, and we have you who was on a mecha podcast.
Yeah,
that is true.
See, the problem is that as much as like the classic Gundam is like a great design, I don't want it to be our design.
No, but I'm over here like I can start like talking about like the VF-31J piloted by Hayate Immelman being an actual like on-screen dancing mecha.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay, so maybe you should just leave the mecha design to you, and then next time you can just tell us what it looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like that either, though. But no, I would just like... I just want to say I know mecha things.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, Izzy definitely is our mecha person. Like, even though I was on the mecha podcast, I was on the first season. Like, I'm so fucking clueless. There's a reason a lot of the robot of the weeks I listed were, like, Jenny from My Life as a Teenage Robot.
Jenny is such a good robot, though.
I know!
I feel like most of the mecha that I'm familiar with / emotionally invested in are Digimon. I think primarily the one is Saint Galgamon. That's like my go-to mech that I think about, that I will offer as an example of a mech, I guess. Saint Galgamon, I love that guy.
I'm a simple person. I saw Gundam Wing as a child, and I saw Gundam Death Sight, and I said, this is it, this is peak mecha design.
As much as I, I'm not as, like, in love with them as I was as, like, a 16-year-old with, like, the Ava designs and stuff. I do like a fleshier looking robot, is the thing. I like gross robots. See, the problem is that if we're looking for actual mechas, I'm just gonna give you, like, terrifying, like, monsters to ride inside of instead.
But yeah, but I like that, actually. I was also thinking about, from Into the Spider-Verse, we see, what is this character's name? Is it Penny Parker? Who is in, the spider robot? Which is also really cool.
When Morg said, like, gross robots, my mind went to the dead robot from the Serial Experiments Lane PlayStation game. That was a fucked up gross robot.
Yeah. I gotta finish watching someone play that, but I know the general concept, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, the line between robot and person is blurred anyway, blah, blah, blah. Although it's less blurred if they're... We're gonna have to iron out whether we want them to actually be, like, droid pilot, or if we want, like, the actual part of, like, you're inside the mecha. But we can figure that out on a future episode. I just want to be like, I like the whole, like, being in a mecha part of Gundam, you know? Like, that's part of it.
That is part of it, I agree.
You're kind of, you know, the whole, like, the weakest part of the robot is the pilot, like, meme that people talk about. We can talk about that later.
Only if you don't have a burning heart.
There you go. Gotta have a burning heart.
Gotta have that hot blood.
Hot-blooded.
I would argue that Digimon Savers is the G Gundam of the Digimon franchise. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. What are our plugs?
I don't even know. I feel so lost right now.
A perfect podcast.
Izzy, do you want to plug the Discord since that's your only social media?
Yeah, hi, I'm Izzy. I don't do social media. I am a being that has gone a level beyond. So, you can, however, look in your show notes and see a link to the Check Out This Guy Discord, and I'm on there.
Oh, hell yeah.
Also, there are things you can participate in on there. Like, we do have, like, a letters section. We have a place where you can show us your guys. On Mondays, we're streaming Big Agu Mondays. which is a Digimon group watch. And on Fridays, most Fridays, Emory does an art stream. And then just other things happen throughout the week sometimes. We don't know. But yeah, come check us out there. It's very nice. We're nice.
It's nice.
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 I'm Emory. I also don't have social media. I do have a podcast called We Rate Queerbait, previously mentioned on the show. It's very chaotic. It's very silly. We talk about media that definitely should have been queer, but is not explicitly so. So I am also on For Affinity with the username Space Robot. I do commissions. You can get in touch with me about commissions over Discord or spacerobotart@gmail.com. I'm also on an upcoming audio drama pilot.
Right. I'm Elvire or Quarte, and I am currently unfindable on social media because I'm changing out all my links and I've done like half and I need to finish them up. So just do not find me currently.
Yeah, if you're clicking on one of Elvire's links in the podcast description of this episode, it's probably going to be broken.
Just find me in the Discord. I'm having a time.
You can find me at Haunting the Morg on Tumblr and Blue Sky. You can also find me at Gengar on Co-host and my other podcasts, 4430, a ReZero Watch podcast, and the Sonic Shuffle, a random and holistic Sonic lore podcast, which just updated today, which is exciting. We're talking about Knuckles.
Oh boy.
We're talking about Archie.
Specifically, Ken Pender's Knuckles.
Yeah, we're talking about Ken Pender's Knuckles.
So good. Fantastic. Can't wait. Can't wait to listen.
It's a trip.
Some of the most cursed content of all time.
It's a trip. For sure.
Sounds great.
And then you can find this podcast on noisepace.xyz. And you can find a lot of good shows there, so you should go there.
I agree.
I just I listen to a lot of my friends' shows, not just because they're my friends, but because they're funny.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I actually do want to do a little shout out, even though it's not. But since we made this streaming world, I do want to specifically say Anime Sickos made a really cool story about a world that is built around posting and streaming.
Oh no.
And it's a great listen.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, oh, this is getting a little bit Sicko Shock 2 over here.
I mean, two of us haven't listened to Anime Sickos, so it was a coinky dink.
This specific part is really good. I wholeheartedly recommend this one.
Yeah, their audio dramas are good. Just both Sicko Shock 2 and Modesty City, and to a lesser extent, Sicko Shock 1.
I've only listened to the 2.
Is that like BioShock, a Sicko Shock?
Probably.
Oh.
The original Sicko Shock was about a sicko who turned a city into a roguelike.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm over here, like, I didn't think of BioShock, I thought of System Shock.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know where the name came from.
Oh, no, I mean, BioShock is named that because of System Shock.
Yeah, that's why I was like, it kind of makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just, again, I'm being old.
I promise you're not as old as you think.
And for the final editor's note of this episode, we lost track of what we were doing, and it is impossible to edit. This is just 4 people talking about everything and nothing. and none of it was salvageable for our podcast. And I couldn't make a smooth transition because we kept mentioning it. So it is what it is.
How do we want to end this fucking show?
Bye, everyone.
Oh, this just suddenly went super chaotic.
Bye-bye.
Until next time, forget that you're recording a podcast in the middle of your podcast.
Hell yeah.
Bye.
Bye.